Greetings everyone, Macrover180 here. I wanted to go over a puzzle game available exclusively in the Amazon App Store called Chuzzle. As I've mentioned, it's a puzzle game and it's from PopCap Games, and there are 4 different modes here. Hang on. Classic Chuzzle, Speed Chuzzle, Zen Chuzzle, Mindbender. It's a Wi-Fi only download, so you can't use your data connection to download it, which is not a huge deal really. And it's priced at $1.99, and once again, it's in the Amazon App Store. So with all of that rambling, let's get into it. So as I mentioned, Chuzzle is a puzzle game available exclusively in the Amazon App Store from PopCap Games. So when you open up the game here, you're greeted with the settings here. These would be the different game modes that I've mentioned. You have classic game, focus. You have speed. You have Mindbender and Zen. But before we go into the different game modes, let's look at the bottom here. You have the trophy room, which shows you all of the achievements so far. Setup, if we quickly go into it, you have sound effects. You can control the volume of the sound effects, or you can control the volume of the music. You have About, which when you press it gives you the shows you the credits, crediting the people responsible for the game. To go back. Help, it just essentially shows you how to play, and it's really simple. You drag the Chuzzles to make groups of 3 or more, and that's that. And so we press OK there. High scores, of course, shows you your high scores for each of the categories, the different game categories. Trophy room, which, sorry, I didn't show you. As I said, shows you all of the achievements that you have obtained so far. Obtain this, which is triple combo, for making the triple combo, and it tells you the day, the month, and the year, and the time that you have achieved this trophy. So let's go over briefly the different game modes. Classic game, in the classic game mode, the classic Chuzzle is available in 2 difficulty settings, casual and expert. In both the casual and expert modes, all Chuzzle characters and features are represented. You're given 2 scrambles at the beginning of the game with the possibility to win more. The frequency of the puzzle locks, which I'll show you, will ease in during casual mode, while they'll be fast and furious in expert. I'll show you what the puzzle locks mean. You'll see them more as you reach higher and higher levels. Speed Chuzzle. It's essentially the classic Chuzzle or classic game mode with a timer. You add time to the clock by making Chuzzle matches, but once the timer runs out, 1 or more puzzle locks will drop. The timer then resets, and then the countdown begins again. If we have time, I'll try to go through each of them if I don't, keep waffling on. Zen Chuzzle, this is just, as the name implies, no puzzle locks, and the timers are eliminated, so all you have to do really is just make as many combinations as possible. And with Mindbender, which is the last setting, it's described on the Amazon website as being a Chuzzle version of the Rubik's Cube, where you try to arrange the cute furball Chuzzles into predefined patterns. So, with that said, let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so we're going to go with classic game first. If you were playing before, you can continue where you left off, but we're going to go for a new game. And we're going to go with casual. So, you can choose to not show this again, but in case you didn't remember how to play, you drag the Chuzzles to make groups of 3 or more. So with that said, let's get started. So as you can see in the beginning, it already shows you where to drag the Chuzzles in groups of 3 or more, giving you hints along the way. And you essentially just, make the combinations. This always happens to me. I can make plenty of combinations on my own, but as soon as I'm on camera, I transform into a complete goober. Now, if you needed a hint here, you can always press hint if you need help finding all of the combinations. Let me see. Wow. Oh, good grief. I can make so many combinations on my own. But you essentially get the idea. Wow, it's right in front of me. Right, so you get the idea. And when you fill this little beaker up, you reach the next level. And you can see your progress by lifting that up here. Essentially, this has to fill up before you can reach the next level. Now, this is a big Chuzzle here, and when it appears, you see it acts as a, well, I got rid of it, but it essentially moves 2 rows as if it were 1 row, and you can't go past here, you can't go past here, so you essentially have to match it with the color. So if it was like a yellow big Chuzzle, and you would have to match it. I'm trying to show a lock so you can see it before we go on to the next level. I mean, to the next day, the other puzzle modes. Hopefully one will appear. Pardon with the sniffling, my allergies. Okay, if you don't get a lock, I'll show you in the next one. Well, essentially, that's what you have to do there. So, let's go back and get the other levels. I mean, the other modes, pardon. So, in speed mode, we're going to choose new game. Choose your difficulty. We're going to go with casual. So you see, you make your combinations, and the more combinations you make, you add to the timer. But when the timer reaches here, when it reaches the end, it will lock down any of the rows, and you quickly have to keep making the combinations before you get completely locked down. But the game doesn't end it doesn't end right away if you get completely locked down. You get 2 opportunities to sort of shake up the rows so that you can out there, you see, the timer ran out, so we now have a lot to deal with. You're still leveling up, but it just adds the challenge of adding the locks, making you, giving you a bit of a challenge. As I was explaining before, you see the big Chuzzle acts as a, like it makes the row act as if it were one, makes the 2 rows act as if they were one. See, because that big Chuzzle is there, I can't get to the others. So you see? Right. So yeah, that's essentially that. So let's quickly, if we have time, yeah, I think we have time. Let's get into Mindbender. And as I've said, you have to match this predefined image here. And by sort of moving the Chuzzles to fit the image. I'm probably not going to end up doing it properly on this video, but I'll give it a shot. Right. Fun. Very fun. Just don't want to waste everyone's time. So essentially that's what you do. Match this predefined image. And you can move them around, try to figure it out. It's quite challenging actually. So let's quickly get the last mode so we can get in all of them. And as I've mentioned before, there are, wait, did I say? Hang on, I'm sorry. I didn't choose a new game. Did I? No, okay. So there aren't any, as the name implies, you just make as many combinations as you can without worrying about locks or timers. It would be nice if I can make one though. That would be lovely. See? Oh, wait. Oh, grief. Wow, this is lovely. You get the idea. It's essentially like, oh, finally. I'm telling you, as soon as the camera's on. Complete goober. Okay. You're still filling this up, but, you know, you can make as many combinations as you want, obviously. So the game could essentially keep going on further and further, which is pretty darn neat. This is, you know, just want to make combinations. You're not worried about, you know, any sort of challenges. Just a relaxing game experience. Just playing around with the Chuzzles. So yeah, that's essentially it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Oh, wait. Before we go, remember, it's $1.99 in the Amazon App Store, and it's a Wi-Fi only download, and it's a 20 megabyte download. So it's pretty big, but you can store it on your SD card, limiting the size. Alright, now I'm done. Take care, everyone.